Ornitholestes, the small but agile hunter of the Jurassic era. When people talk about dinosaurs, they often imagine colossal giants like Tyrannosaurus rex, Brachiosaurus, or Stegosaurus. Yet, hidden within the dense forests of the late Jurassic was a creature far smaller but no less fascinating. This was Ornitholestes, a dinosaur whose survival was not built on raw power, but on agility, cunning, and incredible speed. It was never the terror of the land, but rather a swift and nimble predator that proved sometimes being small was the key to thriving in a dangerous world. Name and time period. The name Ornitholestes means bird thief. It was coined in 1903 by paleontologist Henry Fairfield Osborn after fossils were unearthed in Wyoming, USA. And the name was inspired by the early belief that this dinosaur preyed on primitive birds. Ornitholestes lived around 154 to 150 million years ago, during the Late Jurassic period. This was an era when the continents were still close together, when warm, humid climates created endless stretches of lush forests. It also meant Ornitholestes shared its world with giants such as Allosaurus, the apex predator, Diplodocus, the enormous long-necked herbivore, and Stegosaurus, the armored spiked guardian of the forests. Size and appearance? Compared to the colossal dinosaurs of its time, Ornitholestes was tiny, measuring about 2 meters, 6.5 feet long, and weighing only 12 to 15 kilograms, 25 to 33 pounds. It was no larger than a big hunting dog. But that small frame was precisely its advantage. Its body was slim and lightweight, built for speed and precision. Long hind legs allowed it to sprint with explosive bursts of power, making it one of the fastest runners of its age. Its arms were long and flexible, tipped with sharp, curved claws, perfect tools for grabbing and holding slippery, fast-moving prey. The skull of Ornitholestes was narrow and delicate, armed with sharp, pointed teeth designed for slicing flesh. One unique feature was a small bony bump on its nose, an anatomical quirk that set it apart from many other theropods. Many scientists suspect Ornitholestes may have been covered in a thin coat of protofeathers, soft, hair-like filaments that provided insulation and perhaps even camouflage among the dappled forest light. This would have given it an even more bird-like appearance, blurring the line between dinosaur and bird. Habitat. Ornitholestes roamed what is now North America, particularly in dense forests, riverbanks, and swampy floodplains. These habitats were rich in life. Towering conifers, cycads, and giant ferns formed a lush canopy, while rivers teemed with fish and amphibians. Such an environment provided Ornitholestes with countless prey opportunities. It likely hunted lizards, early mammals, large insects, and most famously, primitive birds like Archaeopteryx. But living here also meant constant danger. Ornitholestes always had to stay alert, as predators like Allosaurus stalked the same forests, ready to snatch up anything smaller and weaker. Behavior and hunting style. The greatest weapon of Ornitholestes was not strength, but speed, agility, and intelligence. With its powerful legs, it could dash after fast-moving prey, weaving through the forest undergrowth with ease. Once close enough, its claws lashed out to snatch its victim, and sharp teeth delivered the final blow. Imagine a scene in the Jurassic forest. A primitive bird rests low on a tree branch. Ornitholestes creeps silently closer, each step calculated, its eyes fixed on the prize. Suddenly, it leaps, claws outstretched. In a flash, the bird is caught, unable to escape the predator's lightning strike. Beyond birds, Ornitholestes likely fed on small mammals, reptiles, and even insects. Some scientists suggest it may have been partly opportunistic, scavenging on carrion when fresh kills were scarce. This adaptability would have helped it survive in a competitive and dangerous ecosystem. Fascinating facts and mysteries. Not a direct ancestor of birds. Early paleontologists once thought Ornitholestes was the direct ancestor of modern birds. Today, this is no longer accepted, but it remains an important example of the close evolutionary link between dinosaurs and birds. Possible feather covering. While no direct feather fossils exist for Ornitholestes, evidence from related theropods strongly suggests it had feathers for warmth and camouflage. Its extinction. Ornitholestes disappeared by the end of the Jurassic. The reasons are uncertain, perhaps due to climate changes, shrinking food sources, or competition with larger predators. Scientific importance. Despite its small size, Ornitholestes plays a crucial role in understanding how predatory dinosaurs evolved into the first birds, bridging one of the most important gaps in evolutionary history. Conclusion. Ornitholestes was not a giant, nor a nightmare-inducing predator. Yet, in the grand story of the Jurassic, it was a remarkable character. Its speed, dexterity, and hunting skill made it a master of survival in a world ruled by giants. It reminds us that power in nature does not always come from size or brute strength. Sometimes survival belongs to those who are quick, clever, and adaptable. Ornitholestes stands as a symbol of the evolutionary creativity of life, showing that even the smallest of predators left a mark on the ancient world. And today, millions of years later, its legacy lives on as a piece of the puzzle that connects dinosaurs to the birds we see flying in our skies.